Welcome back. It was a Broadway smash. It's winning over audiences here in Washington, D.C. as well at the National Theater. It's called Movin' Out. Darren Holden is the star of Movin' Out. Now, Darren, I'm happy to see you. Thanks for coming in, man.
Thank you.
What Movin' Out is the songs of Billy Joel, the choreography of Twyla Tharp. Now, those are two huge names. And you're the piano man. You're kind of at the center of this play, which is, like I say, it's been a smash on Broadway. Take me through it a little bit. Is there an actual storyline?
There is a storyline. Billy wrote about characters in some of his 1970s songs. The most prominent characters in the show are Brenda and Eddie from scenes from an Italian restaurant. There's Anthony from Movin' Out, Judy from the song Why Judy Why, and James from the song James. And the story starts around 1965. Everybody's in high school. You know, they're happy-go-lucky times, they're falling in and out of love, and you know, they're kind of just having fun like kids do. About halfway through Act 1, the story takes a little bit of a swerve into some more serious subjects like the Vietnam War. The guys go off to war, they don't all come back. And it kind of covers, you know, the struggle that everybody has. I mean, the guys at war, the girls left behind, not knowing what's going on. And Act 2 is a very hard-hitting act because it covers, like, you know, death, loss, trying to rediscover things that you've lost along the way. There's, you know, drug use, unsafe sex, a lot of stuff that you don't normally see in Broadway shows, but Twyla Tharp was fearless and wanted to show people that this actually happened.
Speaking of fearless, what kind of courage and confidence does it take to know that the original piano man, the Billy Joel himself, is watching what you do, and here you have to interpret his songs? As we just heard there, you're not imitating him at all. You've got very different arrangements, but it's got to be intimidating knowing that this guy's right there. I
guess it was a little intimidating at the start. I mean, you know, he came to my third show ever that I did on Broadway, and he sat in the second row, and right before the curtain went up, I mean, I was really nervous, as you can imagine. Right before the curtain went up, he just jumped on stage and said, "Hey, I'm in the second row. Don't be nervous."
Oh, great.
And I'm like, okay, that really helps. Thanks for letting me know. And I actually sang the wrong words to Movin' Out. And he actually came back to me afterwards and said, "You know what, if you can do that with me sitting there, you can do anything." And he was really cool. And he actually gave me a great pointer that day. He said, "Look, don't imitate me. Don't be a clone. Do your thing and you'll be fine." Which that gave me enough space to kind of be confident and comfortable in the role.
I just noticed just a very subtle Irish brogue there, perhaps. And I just wonder what your own personal context was for Billy Joel music. Did you grow up listening to him?
I did. I grew up, I mean, one of my first musical memories is hearing Just the Way You Are on radio, and I was like 3 years old, I think, and I wanted to know who this guy was. And so my brothers, who were big music fans, they bought me a lot of his albums when I was a kid, you know, so I just continued the trend and I bought all the other albums, and he's huge in Ireland. Even now, he can sell out stadiums in Ireland right now, and but in the 70s and 80s growing up there, he was everywhere. It was Billy Joel, this, that, you name it, he was there.
You have played this performance, I don't know how many times. Do you keep track? I know you've been several years on the road with this thing.
I think I've done 900 so far, or something like that, in the lead role.
And my question is this: has your performance evolved over those 900 performances, or is the point that you're not supposed to, that it's supposed to be exactly the same so that it lives up to whatever the original vision was?
No, you know, we changed it along the way. I mean, you know, I'm surrounded up there by a really incredible band, and there are nights, you know, that I will go somewhere with the melody, you know, I will feel it, and the audience will be good, and I'll take it somewhere else, and they'll immediately follow, you know, and it's great you have guys who can do that. Or the drummer will do a drum roll that's not in there, and then you know, it re-energizes you again, and we just take the songs different places almost every other night. Which
is cool, because that's something that you guys know. The audiences, they don't necessarily know that you put the little extra drum fill in there this night, not last. You've been on the road a long time, and you have a CD called Road Works. It's Darren Holden Road Works, and you can find this among other places at darrenholden.com, and we're going to put a link to his website on this. And some of the songs on here, I'm looking here, are these original songs? They
are 95% original songs, and 2 of the songs were given to me by Tommy Burns, who's Billy's guitarist and band manager.
How did this come about? You actually recorded this on the road in different places?
We recorded it, thanks to modern technology, in different hotel rooms along the way over the last 2 years, and most of the songs were produced by the saxophone player on the show, Brian Steele, who's an incredible producer, and he's also my songwriting partner. And you know, we've been getting getting a great reaction so far. We actually were in Japan for 6 weeks during the summer, and we actually sold over 10,000 copies over there.
Oh,
it was
fantastic.
incredible, and so far the reaction here back in the States has been nothing short of wonderful, and we're very happy.
In 15 seconds left, tell me about audiences at the National Theater here in Washington. Are we the Rubes and Hicks that people sometimes say we are?
No, I don't think so at all, Kyle. I think, you know, judging by Tuesday night, these people are ready to have fun. They want to enjoy themselves, and it was very, very loud and very energetic.
Fantastic. Moving out. It's at the National Theater through December 23rd. And Darren Holden, thanks a million
Not
for
at
coming
all. It's
in.
a pleasure to meet
Really
and talk to you.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
This is The Piano Man. A quick break, and then Thursday night viewers, your chance to win movie premiere passes when we come right back.